Hello and welcome everybody, this is TP Gaming with another tutorial. Have we had already some tutorials? Yes, we did. Check it out in the playlist and you can find a few more tutorials there as well, in case you may be interested in finding out what more you can do. So what's this tutorial all about? Well, I always get the question being asked, ATP, how do you do that with a camera? How do you do that? Getting all these close-ups and whatnot. Well, one of the viewers programmed these for me, a special modification. Unfortunately, Phil there was not impressed and didn't want to share it, but that's just how their policy is and we have to accept it. However, I'm allowed to use these for your entertainment and I know you guys enjoy these. However, even though you just have the regular game, there may be just some interesting things that you may not know that you could do with a given camera that there is. It doesn't work on every airport. I believe it doesn't work at Memphis, but I don't know any other airports. But I know that in Dubai and many other airports as well, it works really, really well. So I'm going to show you guys that you can have the opportunity that when you open up the game, like here in Dubai, you will just sort of have the opportunity to, you know, look around here and up and down, and you're basically here in the tower. So I'm going to show you how to travel around the airport and get some closer looks. So as you know right now that you need to have a mouse, and I just have a cheapy mouse, nothing spectacular here, just only cost $10 or something like that, and you have your regular left click, right click, and you also have your wheel. You know that when you let me activate this here. Are we on pause here at the moment? No. So let me activate. So when you roll it up, you can zoom in, and doing the other way you zoom out. You probably know all that, but you also know that you can hit this pressing it down.
Sadia 5907 request pushback.
And if you see my arrow here, and once I press it down, I can move left and right by clicking down and keeping it down and moving the mouse left and right, or I can go up and down and move about. And if I would go and say, oh look at this, is a nice plane there, this red one here, then I can just twist the wheel and I can zoom in a little bit, and then I can see little Air India down there. So you guys probably know all that. So, but what if we want to go and see something that's all the way in the distance? I mean, all the way down there. Can we fly over there? Yes, we can. And you can do that with the in-game cameras. And what you need to do is press this camera up here. On the third off the left there is your pause button, information, but there is your camera. If you turn that on, you have that on, you can see it, it's more bright now. And we can talk to that aircraft that is starting to get ready. Let's check out our strip, and you can see there's a Sky Dubai flight all the way in the back, somewhere around there. So what we do is we just tell them to push backwards. Let me just, just hold on a sec. We've got a couple of arrivals coming in. Emirates 659 Heavy, go around. Actually, we're not going to say that. Emirates 659 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye. Emirates 659 Heavy.
SpiceJet 55, contact departure. So,
contact departure.
We won't worry about that. All we need to worry about is our Sky Dubai flight. So let's go and fly over there. Right now, we're in the tower, but we want to go and fly over there. So we've got that turned on. Sky Dubai 305, pushback approved. Expect runway 12 left. And now all of a sudden,
ground 12 left, pushback approved. Sky Dubai 305.
The camera flies over to that position. So when we now pause, press the pause button here, you saw immediately the camera panned up. That's normal. But now we can go to our mouse, press this one here, the middle, the wheel, and press it. All of a sudden you can see now that the arrow is gone. It's gone. But as soon as it's gone and we keep pressing it, we can now move on top of these aircrafts here. We can move around from this area. Exactly what we did over when we were over at the tower down there, right? So now we are at a different airport part, and we can now do the same thing. We can turn the wheel, and now all of a sudden we can see some aircrafts a little bit closer to where the aircraft is right now. Unfortunately, we can only do this in the pause mode. So nothing is happening here, the time has stopped, we can't do anything about it. That's just how it is. But it'll give us the opportunity to, check out the terminals down here, have a closer look to the area around the back here, and there's a swimming pool there, So you wouldn't have been able to see that or see inside here from way down to where the tower is, right? So you get a different opportunity to have a look around. So moving back again. Now, if we want to move into a different part of the airport, as you have noticed, is that we just flew directly from the tower to this position here because our departing aircraft is sitting down here, this aircraft here. And if we are going to turn off this camera here, then we would be flying back again to the tower. Okay, so if I turn this off and I am very, very fast, then if I okay, actually nothing should really happen now. Exactly. So if I unpause now, we will fly back into this direction. And if I pause it somewhere in between, let me do this. Okay, I've just paused it as we came back towards the tower. We still haven't reached the tower yet, but we are now somewhere in the middle between down there and down here. But we've stopped it again, and now we are at a different part of the airport where we can now see aircrafts that we could zoom in a little bit closer here as well, so we can see things from a different perspective. Okay, so if I unpause again, we will move all the way back into our tower again, and then of course our Sky Dubai flight is far away. Now if I zoom out, that's how far it is. And so now let's go and see if we can find another place. We've got the Saudi flight, that's this one down the back here. So we're going to turn the camera back on again. We're going to talk to him. Saudi 597 pushback approved. Expect runway 12 left. We will fly over.
12 left pushback approved. Saudi 597.
We pause. We pan out. And now the tower is down there. At this moment we are way up higher, so we can get a very good close look from the top here. But now all of a sudden this area here becomes a lot more interesting. So we can see many more things that we can have over here. If we had an aircraft like this one getting activated, we would be right on top of it. Okay, so now we are on top of the Saudi flight. Actually that's the Pakistani one, but the Saudi flight is down there. So we can zoom in and we are a lot closer there as well now. Alright, so that pretty much shows what we can do. Let's go and see and unpause and see what happens if we after a while I think it'll go back into its normal position, or if we call it to another aircraft, then it'll just push out. Let's just move fast forward a little bit and see if we can get ourselves some aircrafts that are maybe down here, and then we can move into this area, and then hopefully that'll work. I don't know if it is. We have any arrivals coming in? No, nothing.
Request taxi runway 12 left.
Okay, all of a sudden now we will go back into our tower after a couple of minutes, if we didn't do anything at all.
Ground, Emirates 566.
There we go, wonderful. We got an Emirates flight all the way in the back.
Sky Dubai 590 inbound runway 30 right.
So we'll just turn this off here. We'll turn this off, and we will go and fly into all the way the area down there. So we need to call out the Emirates flight. Emirates 566 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 30 left. So
Ground,
now fly over here,
pushback approved, Emirates 566 heavy.
press the pause again, and now all of a sudden we are in the back area here. So that's basically, see, we are up here. Camera is now all of a sudden here, and everything that is in this area here we can see a lot closer now. So let's turn it off, and now we can again, we can zoom into this area. This is as close as we can get. Normally we would be like this, but it's a lot closer than from what the tower is down there and all the way down there. So now all of a sudden we can have a look at this terminal here and zoom in, and then we can go and check it out, check a few things out. So that makes things a lot more interesting to have a look around. And if we again unpause the button, we will quickly fly back to our tower. So camera is around about here now, tower is here, so if we're fast enough and press the pause button twice, we may just stop around about this area here. This is what we're trying to do, so let's try and see if it works. Turn it off, turn the camera off, and stop immediately. Now we are right here in the middle, that pretty much close to where I actually wanted to be, halfway between the tower and halfway between the aircraft pushing back, and now all of a sudden we are a lot closer. We can look at these aircrafts over here and you know, have fun around and whatnot. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. There are plenty of videos around with different camera angles, but I hope you enjoyed this as well. So thank you very much. Until the next time, this has been another presentation of TB Gaming. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.